We're live. What episode was this? 72? Welcome to episode 72 of the MailleWerX Chainmail live streams. How's everybody doing tonight? How's the internet? Right. What is going on this wonderful weekend? As always, it continues to snow here. So, we're not happy campers at all. Not in any sense of the word. We are furious campers. We're angry campers. It's really shitty up here. I'm tired. Why do I live here? Who knows? Suppose we should put Frank in his place here so that he can see what we're doing. For all his shortcomings, Frank certainly has made a huge positive contribution to the stream by putting the camera directly on my hands. Right? So, I think we want to try and finish this little chin strap down here. We're kind of almost there. I forgot to look for more of these rings, the dull aluminum rings. I'm not going to use the bright aluminum that I have. What's going on, Cara? How are you? I think that would be too noticeable. Because I want to scrub all the dull aluminum. Alright. Hi, Claire. How you doing? Not sleeping, apparently, huh? I'm doing alright, Cara. You made a variation today, you think? Cool. Cool. Congratulations. Everything anymore. Well, I can't say that for sure. I don't know that for sure. I was gonna say everything anymore is a variation, but that's quite possibly not true. There are probably multiple weaves that have yet to be discovered. Alright. I would miss you if you weren't here. I love the fact that all the people show up who do. Each and every one of you. You make the time go by, and your contribution to the stream is immeasurable. Even if we are talking about peppercorns and 5-year-olds. You just don't want to talk to yourself for an hour? I don't. I would. But you guys help me stay on topic. So I like the I enjoyed writing the little quip, "Thou shalt not use galvanized steel for jewelry." There are a number of other chainmail do's and don'ts, I guess. I think I'm gonna start including them in the title a little bit. And, you know, of course the whole chapter verse thing is a bit tongue-in-cheek, but I am here to spread the good word of chainmail. And while there is no chainmail Bible, it's fun to pretend that there is one. Maybe, God, if I had time, write a tutorial book and, you know, put chapters and verses in there with chainmail do's and don'ts. God. I think that would be hilarious. Probably blasphemous. I don't know. I'll have to think of some more. Don't mix machine cut and saw cut. Don't get all of your anodized aluminum from the same batch for a project. There's one. I want to, you know, if I were to do that, I would want to stay far away from sounding, or making it sound like I think people who do that are, you know, stupid, or I don't want to, I wouldn't want it to be coming down on anyone who read it as like, oh, you're a moron for doing this, you know. But just, you know, tongue-in-cheek, thou shalt not think you know every weave in existence. Yeah, for real. There are probably enough little things to make a chainmail do's and don'ts calendar. That would probably be easier than a tutorial book. You know, actually, I know what I'll do. Too lazy to make a book. We'll do what I always do. We'll put it on a shirt. The Book of Chainmailations, chapter 42, verse 96. Thou shalt cease to claim to know every weave in existence. Here's a good one. Hey Barb, how you doing? We'll always plan your inlays before. That's funny. Oh damn it, I forgot what I was gonna say. Thou shalt not insist on it only being called mail or spelling it certain ways. I will always plan your inlet. That's funny. I don't know. I mean, there's plenty of stuff you could freehand, right? It was just a really bad idea to try and freehand this, is all. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? Thou shalt not be able to see daylight through your closures. Fists of no galvanized steel or nickel silver. I missed those. It's funny. I shall not throw the pliers in moments of frustration. Shall not tumble anodized media, especially not with steel shot. That's fun. You guys are good. You know, I'm going to unashamedly take credit for all of these and put them on a shirt or something. And then try and sell it, just FYI. I won't remember what SWG and HWG are profits of the mail, and both are worth knowing about. That's funny. See, it's perfect. I entertain you all by making chainmail on a stream, and you provide me with good ideas that I'll take credit for. There we go. I'm just kidding. Wilt accept there are different ways to hold pliers. For real. Oh my god. Wilt accept that any pliers used to make chainmail are chainmail pliers. Like, I don't want to be writing, thou wilt not use the lineman's pliers on your chainmail rings, you know? I don't know about that one. We should encourage people to use proper tools. But at the same time, I have like some old ass pliers that I use for virtually everything. I will not steal ideas from tutorials and claim them as your own, for real. Like, in a world where it's difficult enough to protect any kind of intellectual property you may have, right? And in a relatively tight-knit community such as ours, right, it's kind of ridiculous to try and do that, because someone's going to call you out on it. There are plenty of people who are more than willing to do that. This isn't coming out quite right. It's supposed to be like over this way more. Alright, if we can make some adjustments here. Right there, I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying, oh, I got this idea from someone else, you know? This person inspired me. I want to be more like them, right? So, while I don't believe that weaves can be copyrighted, I'm not 100% sure on the legality of that. Will not offer your mail as protection from real knife, guns, and knives. It's a liability for real. Your husband's shirt stopped him from getting mugged. Sweet. I bet, did, like, the mugger, like, they have to change their pants after that? Because if I tried to stab someone and it was stopped, like, shall not share ring sizes for tutorial or uncommon weaves that the weave created for me. I shall not miss this stream. Evening all. How's it going, Peg? Thou shalt worship at the altar of the rings creators and not get annoyed with them over shipping delays and prices. Nah. Only agree to worship those altars and tolerate delay prices if you can still get annoyed about burrs, and bad cuts. I think that's fair. He was on the way home from a club night wearing the shirt. Someone tried to stab him. The mugger ran off with a surprised expression. All bats. I bet he was surprised. I would be surprised. Now, when it comes to intellectual property and chainmail, I'm no expert. Yeah, if someone's like actively making money off a tutorial and you share their ring sizes, like, you're just a dick, right? Far be it for me to take food out of someone else's mouth, you know? Now, with that said, I share all of my stuff and all of my knowledge. Well, I'm not selling rings or tutorials yet. Thou shalt ensure your rings are good quality before you sell them. Word. But, right, okay, so I don't think people should do that. The bunny face keeps judging me. Not sure if you need ears on the thing or to cover it up. Hey, that project is nuts, man. I can't wait till it's done. So, okay. Listen, on the one hand, right, like, you're just a dick if you do that. Don't do that. On the other hand, I am an open book when it comes to anything that I've done. I've never bought a kit. I did have one mailed to me from someone who shares all of his information as well, right? And I mean, he's not, it's his information. It's not like someone else's tutorial he's getting his info from. Okay, I think that's better. I don't know. The chin strap below the chin. And it just kind of, maybe if we add like another row or two here. Maybe. Because it needs to come like here. We gotta bring it this way. Anyway, so far be it for me to, you know, take food out of other people's mouths. On the same hand, I'm more than willing to share any information I have in regards to a ring size or a weave, just because I am here to spread the gospel of chainmail, right? And I think that it clashes with some people's sense of intellectual property rights, right? And I used to think this way. No, oh yeah, gotta keep my stuff secret, can't let anybody know what it is, because I'll get competition then, and you're getting closer, and yeah, you can't wait till it's out of your head. Oh, I'm sure. I can't imagine thinking about something like that. Anyway, what was I saying? Intellectual property rights. So I think that my position clashes with some other people in the chainmail community. And it's like, okay, oh, I remember where I was. Yeah, I could keep everything I know to myself and worry about other people taking credit for my work or whatever, or sharing my ring sizes and whatnot. But the chainmail community is a tiny fragment of the population. There will never be stiff competition on who makes the most sales when it comes to chainmail, right? Like, it's just too physically demanding on your body. Can you get an amen? Amen! Sell tutorials because you like the income, and it takes time, and you should absolutely be rewarded for your time. I'm not saying you shouldn't be. Cardinal chainmail. Just get like a cardinal hat with a baseball bill on it. I have nothing against people who sell tutorials, right? And I don't want you to think that I do. I'm just not going to pursue that ever myself, or, you know, keep my secrets to myself. So, and the two aren't diametrically opposed, right? Like, a lot of people think they are. Okay? Oh, this guy's giving stuff away for free. This person, you know, wants you to purchase tutorials, right? I want to give my stuff away for free to get more people interested in the art of chainmail, and that will help grow my business. More people that do it will recognize. You know how many people would recognize the pattern on the tapestry behind me? Like 5, okay? And not like 5 people near me, like 5 people in the state of Wisconsin. Okay? It's like almost no one knows what it is when compared to like the population of the world. So my job is to get the message out there. Now, the more my business grows, the more I get people to understand what chainmail is, the better people who sell tutorials are going to do, because people are going to want to learn, right? Hopefully, like, that's the plan. Which pattern is it? Like Celtic Vision sheet or something? I don't even know what it is. It's Celtic Vision circles woven into each other. Here, I'll blow it up for you. There. You see that? Purple's a little blurry. All I'm saying is that, by all means, sell tutorials. Yeah, it's one of the Celtic variations. I don't know which one. You guys act like I know what I'm doing. No, okay. I think we're done here. I want people to make money the best way they know how. I certainly wouldn't want to take that away from anyone. But I think a lot of people think that, you know, giving away information for free and selling tutorials are diametrically opposed to each other, and I don't think they are. Which, I mean, you know, I am not trying to preach to anyone. I am just sharing thoughts of my own. One more bee to make and then back up the sorter. Nice. think once we finish this side of the chin strap, we get to go work on the other side. Do the other side of the helmet, which will take up all the rest of the rings that I have here, so. I don't know if we're gonna have to order more or not. I keep forgetting to go look and see if I have any more over there. I have, you know, no, put it this way, nothing gives me more happiness than sharing chainmail with someone else, right? Whether it's just showing them my work, introducing them to the fact that, you know, it's not just armor made for a movie, you know. People actually still do this, and what you can do with it, right? I mean, you can just watch them come through my little gallery here, and their minds get blown at the fact that, you know, it's all just tiny little rings, and that I'm, you know, off kilter enough to sit here and open and close them all. Ring order, time to sneak extra rings into the order? Well, like, something I read on the internet. It was a wife who, she would get, gift cards at checkout, right? She'd pick like an Olive Garden gift card or something, and then whenever she didn't want to cook or whatnot, she'd ask her husband if he wanted to go out, and like, no, we gotta save money, babe. And then she'd be like, oh, but well, we got a gift card for that, so, you know, gotta use the gift card. If you're autistic, it's special interest. You just love showing people how beautiful it moves and how it flows, and how it's just one ring at a time. You love it when younger people want to learn? I do too, right? It's certainly not for everybody, right? But it has done a tremendous amount for me over the years. It helped me work through my PTSD. It helped me take my generally destructive behavior as a guy, right? Like, I'm not overly, I don't crush stuff or anything. I just, you know, like to break stuff. And it focused it into a creative outlet that, you know, I've now got the largest chainmail themed apparel and accessory company, which isn't, you know, something I'd ever thought that I would do, but here I am. I mean, it's given me a lot, and I just want to give back the best way I know how, which is to give away everything I know for free. And that's why, that is reason number one why we do this. Reason number two is, of course, to get rid of all the rings down here and finally finish all these projects. It helps you with your anxiety and depression. Yeah, I think crafting in general helps a lot of people, right? Because it makes you stop and lets you think. the hyperfocus, almost a Zen thing sometimes. You can like weave for hours and not even notice. Kind of crazy. Renee used to get really upset at me because I would be working on, I think it was a shirt at the time, and she would like come home from work, leave, go to the gas station real quick, come back, and I wouldn't even notice she had left or arrived home. Never have guessed you'd have a business making chainmail, right? The moment in which you are most yourself because you've forgotten consciousness of yourself. I have been there. I would zone out completely making, working on, I forget which shirt it was. One of the 3 I have now. I started a 4th. I'm gonna start a 5th here in a little bit. All right, we're getting somewhere. I mean, took you a while to find a niche for crafting, and chainmail is it. That's another thing too, right? Like, I am at least competent enough to open and close rings, kind of well, right? I don't sit here and scrutinize my closures on this particular inlay. Right? If I would be more careful if I was making like something for an art gallery. This is just for a buddy of mine. That said, they're still okay, right? Good knit, but cats and kids and wool and rings are just fascinating. Now, fractions of a millimeter can change stuff, yeah. The tolerance, I think, is something that kind of catches people by surprise a lot of times. Right? Yeah, you can be wrong by that much. And we, while playing D&D, mom and sister get mad when you're working, get to a point where you don't even hear them talking to you. Yeah, no, for real. I completely understand. Because that is how I get. Man, I don't want to talk to people, generally, while I'm weaving in peace. My mom was the biggest supporter of this hobby too. She bought a ton of stuff for me. I made her a necklace out of silver, like 22 gauge 1/8 full Persian, with a dove pendant on it. And it was like one of the saddest moments when, after she passed, I was given that back. You know? It's upstairs in a drawer. It's like, you found you're good at closures? And zone out totally and be like, oh yeah, kids. Yeah. Discovered tolerance when a captive Zen kit you bought just wouldn't do the thing. It was so sensitive to minute changes, the vendor quit selling the kit because they weren't reliable. Yeah, I mean, that's all part of the discovery process. What works and what doesn't, even for vendors. Which sucks, but it is what it is, you know. And if you understand, can I please explain it to him? No, because no one else is. Unless you make chainmail, right? Like, you're not gonna understand. I don't need people to understand. I just need them to, like, leave me alone. Leave me in peace. Alright, we're gonna have to adjust this a little bit. It is not quite right, but it is something. And it's just kind of a wonky shape anyway. So, trying to recreate it in Euro 6-in-1. It may not not work out as well as I'd like, but it does look okay. This little chin strap thing here. People always tell you that you must have so much patience to be able to make mail. It doesn't require any patience of what you're doing. It also requires so much less patience in working with things you can't control, like students or coworkers. Yeah. Yeah. I'd much rather do this than deal with dumbass people. All day long. Right. So I'm finding that being without a phone is annoying as hell. Right? I'm quite reliant on it. Patience is just interesting. For huge, 4-in-1 section I can watch on TV. Yeah. Hey Sarah, how are you? Sarah and Kara. Sarah and Kara. I know how to pronounce words. People are hard work. Rings generally do what their hands make them do. Definitely ping, yeah. God, people are hard work. My kid was... I was trying to put him to bed tonight and he's screaming for no reason. No. It's time. Now you go to bed. I want to stay up until 8:30. Wah. Cool. I don't want you to stay up until 8:30. I will now sit on you until you do what you're told. He eventually changed his attitude and got turned around, and I read him some books, and he went, should be asleep now. Words are hard. Yeah, they are. That will wear shoes within a room or chainmail. You hate when they ping? Why must steal and titanium bounce like a super ball on acid? I don't know. Well, let's... Alright, let's back. Frank, back that ass up. Okay. I think I need to take a ring off that edge there. It's still, like, it comes down at an angle. It needs to be going this way. More. I'll show you what I mean. Alright, here's the original piece, right? And it's this side down here. That's that little chin strap we're doing. Right? I need to get rid of this and then move it this way. But we have something, right? It's kind of in the right place. It's kind of shaped how we want. That's a start. You alright? You're having snow and sub-freezing temps in central Texas. Oh, you got off tomorrow as a result? Yeah, we have sub-freezing temperatures and we're getting 5 inches of snow tonight, so it's accumulating right now. So after this, I'm probably going to go shovel the driveway. I shoveled the driveway 3 times on Saturday. I was so tired afterwards that I couldn't stream, I couldn't do anything. I had a couple beers and ended up staying up too late, but it was like, oh man, I just couldn't function. So I think what I need to do is remove all of this and add, I don't know. We're gonna start here. Boyfriend is stuck at work. That's no good. Want to come visit you? Not particular. I mean, like, to see you, yeah, sure. To enjoy your weather? No thanks. The only time you got a day off from work for weather-related stuff was last year when the temps got down to -30. Yeah, I had to go to work during that. I have to go to work tomorrow. I can't not go. But I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my kid if his school gets closed. I'm hoping they don't close school. But it would be reasonable, I suppose. It's because it's like one of those shitty days where like no matter what you do, it's not going to get better. And everybody just has to suffer through it together. Okay, I like the angle of this a lot better. Small fix. Going the right direction much more now. Right, and then we'll... This is Texas. No, Texas cannot function with that kind of weather. They are not equipped at all. You were fully planning to get up early and drive really slowly to work, and your supervisor called me earlier and said, enjoy having tomorrow off. Yep. Remember a couple of freezes we had in San Antonio, and the whole city shut down. And I worked in a hospital at the time, and we couldn't get on base to go to the hospital. There were too many accidents in line to get through the gate. All right. Why pre-plan an inlay when you can make something badly once and then spend all your time fixing it? Why doesn't everybody do that? Alright, I thought we changed stations. No, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Okay. It's like they have 5 songs. We just stuck listening to them. They're not bad songs or anything, it's just I want to hear more of the other 490 songs that are on this particular track. Usually work at 6 a.m., so you're going to get up at 3:30. Ugh. Working from home at the moment. Said UK shuts down with an inch of snow. I want to shut down with an inch of snow. But yeah, screw it. Sorry, patients, you'll have to fend for yourself. No, with home health, like, there's no one else to see them, and Most of my patients cannot go without being seen. I have a few of them that have family that can take care of them when we're not there and not able to come out, but there aren't very many of those. I really only need to go see 4 people tomorrow. And that is because they will be out of medications. So I need to go fill their pill boxes. That's the big thing. Because they can't do it. They're not capable of doing it themselves. And then everyone else can be rescheduled until Thursday or whatever, whenever I get around to it, sometime this week. Hopefully I'll be able to drop my kid off at school and go and do the thing. Open. Because if they close school, I don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll figure it out. Worry about it tomorrow. Right, print invoice, print label, put in envelope, done. Sweet. Okay. I need to put a ring here and there. Kind of wonky like that. We're getting there. I think we change out this one. That looks funny. All right. We're getting there. Okay. Is this a joke? I'm not gonna put polka on. Hype bangers. These are all like categories. Funk, electro swing. Alright. Okay, I can tolerate this. If you guys can't tolerate this, let me know. It's just background noise to me, so it doesn't matter what it is. I'm just tired of hearing the same songs over and over again, and I thought we had dealt with that last night, but apparently it is still playing the same 5 songs. So oh my god, where's the opening on this ring? I wish all my closers were that good. Country? Folk music. Left your wife polishing your chainmail while I went to the pub. She said she wanted a knight in shining armor. That's funny. How you doing, Fan Fisher? Not often we get people popping up on Twitch. Oh, come on. All right. Actually, if I just extend that out to here and then do that, okay. I think we'll have nailed this chin strap on this side. Glad you enjoyed it. You're off to deliver more bad puns jokes to other random channels. Have a good one, dude. That's funny. I like people on a mission. You always miss half the 10 o'clock streams when you come because you have to pill, feed, and walk the pack of little heathens. Haven't you been here since the beginning? Most perfect closures are always the ones you have to reopen. Yeah, for real. I love the chainmail. I used to work at B Shop before COVID happened. We did a bit of chainmail jewelry as a class. Sweet, dude. Appreciate you stopping by, for real. Enjoy other channels. Come back one day and spam us again with your witty comments. Always nice when people show up and they know what chainmail is. It's nice when people don't know too. That is the purpose. But, you know. They don't, you know, they don't argue, they don't tell you it's not real chainmail. It's just, no, it's chainmail, cool, you know. I love the that's not real chainmail argument. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Person who doesn't make any chainmail. I think that's about And it's a little wonky shape, but it's going the right direction. It's kind of shaped like the chin strap. I like it. Holy crap, look at the time. Oh, enjoy walking the dogs in the rain. Oh, you've been off in another room. Alright, have a good night, Barb. Speaking of having a good night, I'll tell you what. We're gonna call it night on this piece. It is 55 minutes in. It is about how long we normally go. I don't want to keep everyone up. Everyone's got work in the morning. Well, most of us. Except for Sarah. And I do have a couple other things tonight before I go to bed. A couple more pots to scrub in the kitchen. Renee made some braised beef tonight. It's the most amazing food I've ever tasted in my life. Awesome. I'm fortunate that she is such a great cook, because I'm terrible at cooking. I microwave. I'm good at microwaving. Terrible at cooking. So, second here, I'll get a lot done tonight, but mostly it's because we're reworking everything all the time, right? There's that little chin strap there. All right. I think it's looking good. Let's see. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere. I don't know where. Coming along. I'm digging it. Have a good night, Claire. Have a good night, everyone but me. You're gonna be bored tomorrow, all alone. I'm sure you'll be right. All right, guys. Thanks for liking the stream, Sarah. Appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. Don't forget to check out MailleWerX.com for all your chainmail and chainmail apparel and accessory needs, like this awesome hat. I don't know how to model, so I will talk to you guys on tomorrow night and at the latest. I don't know what it's today. At the latest Wednesday. All right. Have a good night. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it.